What's up, Pisces? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal sessions. The info for that's in the description box of the video. Guys, in my sessions, just like everything on this channel, I infuse also with the tarot and the channeling, universal law of assumption, mindset, and manifesting. So if you're looking to actually shift outcomes, break unconscious cycles with your specific person, manifest what you desire or prefer, then please do book in with me. If you're just looking for something more traditional, a traditional reader or some quick answers, then I have put links to my affiliates in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 if you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Pisces, I'm going to do person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. And I say potential marrying into what I said because I'm infusing manifesting and mindset into all of my readings. Therefore, tarot on my channel is just a check-in point into one version of you and your specific person that you have selected, are selecting, manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances do not matter ever. Your desires are meant for you. You can manifest anyone or any version of anyone that you want. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, your identity, the version of Pisces you're being, and selecting new dominant thoughts and assumptions, okay? And then everything must materialize for you, okay, guys? All right, let's have a look. The person on Pisces' mind, how are they feeling about Pisces? Queen of Wands in the reverse, And then the Three of Cups. Some of you Pisces, this person feels there's attraction and chemistry. Some of you are dealing with a situation where it feels like there's other energies in the mix, there's attraction, but Queen of Wands in the reverse also can tend to feel like maybe the other person, or a Three of Cups is maybe that there's this feeling of kind of like, yeah, Queen of Wands is chemistry and fun. Three of Cups tells me that there might be other influences or something. I mean, we have the Fool card, Pisces, we've got a King of Wands, okay? And then we've got Four of Swords. So King and Queen of Wands. This person feels very attracted to you, that the attraction and the chemistry might be mutual. The Queen of Wands was in the reverse when I saw it. Some of you might have a bit of a situation, because the Four of Swords tells me that something's being processed here. So this is a bit of a like things go maybe in and out, or you're on a rest state or something, though they're still attracted to you. The Fool card is like this sense of wanting to take a leap, but maybe it feels risky. Travel and distance could be involved, or otherwise it's just like maybe it feels risky because there's an uncertainty there. The uncertainty might be coming down to, is this just chemistry and fun, or is this more? Or it could be because Three of Cups, there's a feeling of like other people in the mix, or the connection's not really like the priority. You understand what I'm saying? So let me have a look. Yeah, there's a Ten of Swords. So, and then we've got the Star card. They want to heal and repair things, but there's been some kind of a pain. That could be the feeling of the risk in actually going ahead. They still have hopes for it, but there's a defensive energy. They want to persist, but something feels risky. Maybe there's a sense of there's another energy, or there has been some feeling of pain between the two of you because maybe in the recent perceived past there has been other energies, or I mean, a Queen of Wands in the reverse as well can be a meddler kind of thing, okay? So maybe you have chemistry with this person, but something's happened, which has caused like painful energy, or a feeling of, again, I don't like to be loaded. Someone once said, why would you say betrayal and then tell me I want someone that betrayed me? Guys, fuck it. Ten of Swords can be betrayal. I don't always say that in every reading, but they want to repair something because there's been defensive energy. I stick to what I channel beyond the cards. I saw Three of Cups. So there's this feeling of like, okay, other people might have gotten in the mix and caused pain between the two of you. We have a Hermit card in the reverse. They do want to repair with you. They want to come out of this isolated energy in the Four of Swords. There's been processing. There is a Five of Wands in the reverse right after that. There's been tension and conflict. There's also been this sense of competition. Outside energies, again, influencing. It doesn't always have to be romantic, and these romance angels, the oracles will tell us more. Okay, But there's defensive energy. They don't want to necessarily compete or fight anymore. That's what it's telling me, because there's a Four of Cups. There's been a rejection wound between the two of you. Now, the conflict and tension, founded or unfounded, around other people has led to a feeling of like, you're not taking what I have to offer, or I'm not good enough. Okay? Now, Pisces, I'm not blaming and shaming you for anything they're feeling, and you might feel that way too. They're going to change what they think and feel anyway when you change who you're being, as I said at the beginning, and what you think and feel, they think and feel. And fuck all of the interference or third parties if that has been shown to you, and I'll explain it when I get to you. We have Eight of Pentacles right here. Work and career could be a big factor, and that could be the pulling, the outside influence, feeling not good enough, feeling not ready. It's a risk to take the leap, and then that's caused this feeling of the connection not being prioritized. Or the other way I would read it is Eight of Pentacles would be like self-mastery, trying to work through this pain internally, because that's the Hermit card. It's in the reverse, so ready to come out of that, but also wanting to maybe work on the connection. Okay, we've got Queen of Pentacles, there's the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, there's something to do with maybe outside influences. That can be friends, that could be work colleagues, that could be a feeling that you have other people around you. Maybe you mutually have that energy, okay? Don't take anything that's not your story. We're going to get to you, way more important, because you manifest everything, Pisces, all right? Anyone that's new to my channel, if that bothers you, then I'm sorry. You can go to another channel, but I teach you actually transformation and to manifest what you prefer. So here we have a dynamic that we can shift in a moment, because everything exists now. So we will need to take away what we don't like. Now, this is just the current energy for those for whom this resonates. It's a dynamic, it's one version, okay? So it stemmed from something. There's Five of Wands, tension, conflict. So they want to heal it with you. There has been some kind of either bad ending or a feeling of betrayal between the two of you, and it feels like things feel a bit risky, and there's defensive energy. And on the other hand, they want to work on things. This person could be very career focused. You know, the focus is on stability and security, and so maybe something within this situation has caused defensiveness and lack of security. Now, I did see a Queen of Wands, so either that means that to date it's been feeling more like King and Queen of Wands, like passion and fun, and not so grounded. A portion of you, there's a reason, because there's a third party energy. Someone might be in some kind of a commitment, and this has been non-committal. If that's you and you have a love triangle going on, Pisces, you can easily manifest that away, because you manifested that from an identity. Maybe that you're not chosen, okay? Or this person feels you have other options, and it creates a dynamic. So let's have a look at you, Pisces. It's way, way, way more important. And guys, I've put together a free guide. The link is in the description box if you want to get out of hot and cold cycles, get rid of third parties, step into your God power, improve your self-concept, and also really like realize your potential as the operant power of your reality. So breaking any unwanted loops. I put a guide together, so check it out. It's free in the link of there's a link in the description box to get you going on that, okay? All right, Pisces, so we've got Virgo energy, we've got Aquarius energy. All right, and double Aquarius actually with a full. What does Pisces feel towards this person? Lover's card. So you feel a strong pull, a soul contract. Lover's card can be feeling like there's a need to make a choice. Queen of Swords has come out. I mean, I've seen a number of queens, so either that's friends that have gotten in the mix, or there's other people, you know. Queen of Swords also can be kind of a little bit no-nonsense energy. So maybe you've had some serious tension with this particular person. How does Pisces feel about this person? Okay, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, seeking reciprocity, questions around reciprocity. Let me have a look. Four of Swords is in the reverse. Okay, things are at a rest state. They have the Hermit card. There's withdrawal energy. They want to come out of withdrawal energy. You want to come out of pause. There has been a pause. Wheel of Fortune. You seem to think that this feels very fated, very destined. There's a strong connection. You want to shift things for the positive. Oh my gosh! Pointed out the Hermit card in the reverse. There it is. So you guys see why I do, with all the law of assumption, I still like the tarot, because it does reflect the energy. The Hermit card in the reverse. You both want to come out of isolation. You've both been doing some processing. Okay, Page of Wands is in the reverse. Nine of Wands, there's a wound or there's a block between the two of you. Page of Wands in the reverse can be a little bit, you know, it's again this kind of Wands energy where the Page of Wands in the reverse is flirtation, but maybe there's been like a wound because it feels like it's just been flirtation. And that has caused tension between the two of you. And I'm going to get a little bit more on that. Let's see about the Hermit card. Yeah, there's stress, there's an anxiety. Now I've got a King of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse. There's something here to do with either fickleness or feeling like at least defensiveness, someone hasn't been very honest, or fickle, right? Say one thing, do another, not really commit to the situation, now founded or unfounded, because there's something here about rejection, competition, and now there's regrets and loss. Okay, Five of Cups. So Pisces, it looks like you want to get past that loss. One more on that King of Swords in the reverse. Let's see what this King of Swords in the reverse is. King of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Wands in the reverse. Non-committal energy, questions around loyalty and stability. Now, this doesn't have to be for everyone, guys, this reading. So just reject it if it's not your reading. And if anything, it shouldn't trigger you because it's all, like I said, you, so we can shift everything. Pisces, if you want to get rid of all this fucking shit and you want to have the version of you that's in a commitment and everything is stable. I mean, there could also be financial challenges here, or someone is connected to someone else where they're responsible financially. I mean, King of Pentacles in the reverse, I always take that, you know, in the upright, that's the loyal and stable king. We have a Queen of Pentacles here and an Eight of Pentacles. So this is about working on things for something stable, but there's a mismatch here. So Pisces, if your assumption is this person doesn't want that commitment, I don't care what has happened before, what was said in the perceived past, everything exists now. Everything's a projection moment by moment. So if you want the commitment, Pisces, this is for those of you that want it, so don't give me hell if you're like, well, they did this and they did that. You pushed out and there's no separation between you and them through consciousness. There's infinite versions of you and therefore infinite reflections. You're not manipulating an old version or the circumstances or trying to fix what was said or done. And if you keep this person set as being a certain way, they're only going to be that way. So for those of you that want the commitment, or there's been fights and there's a defensiveness and a wound, and there's issues here to do with loyalty in the perceived recent past, then and questions around honesty or being fickle, commit, don't commit, or this is just flirtation or outside interference or any of it. You just need to fucking let go of the old story, Pisces. Now, self-concept, if you have an issue where you feel like people are not loyal, or this person hasn't been, or you feel not good enough or not chosen, identity shift, check out the link that I mentioned, the guide that I mentioned. But regardless, self-concept, I am version of Pisces that gets what I want. I'm the version of Pisces that always gets whoever I want, chooses me, commits to me, loves me, adores me, respects me. Of course they do, because I'm God of my reality. You are. Okay, put yourself on a pedestal and you make the decisions, okay? And everyone must reflect who you're being. Then with regards to this person, if you have an assumption or a story about them, even this, Nine of Wands, that maybe they come across as closed off. Maybe they seem hot and cold. King of Swords in the reverse. This can be fickle. Hot, cold. That's you shifting in and out of states. The part of you that believes this person is stable and loves you, and the part of you that believes that love is not accessible or this person doesn't want you. And they will only reflect what you're putting out there. So for those that want it, Four of Wands, okay, so this is about house and home. There's stresses about that. There's been issues. On the other hand, you want this to shift for the positive. So Pisces, there's a wound. I would go straight to the non-wounded version. But first, look at the story of Pisces. So actually, no, they totally do love me. If there's issues to do with third parties, no, I'm the only one. I've always been chosen. Do it about all your relationships, Pisces. So even if you didn't want this person, move forward with that being your base self-concept and your story. If you want this person, it's absolutely available to you, okay? So the Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Sun. On the other hand, this person, Morgan Greer deck, makes you very happy. The Sun, happiness, joy. That's a couple. That's I think one of the only decks that has like a couple with the Sun card. They're usually, it's just like a child or whatever in the traditional deck. So, and then you've got Hierophant card, then you've got Knight of Wands. Okay, so it's like somewhere between, is this fun and games and sex, and it's a bit in out, and then the Hierophant card is about commitment. So it seems like it looks one way and then not. Or there's hope for that and then it doesn't work. And that's either issues due to maybe someone else is someone's in a commitment here, Pisces. If that's the case, you can manifest that the fuck away. If it's not that someone's in a commitment, but there's a sense of competition and non-committal energy and you hope for the commitment, you've selected the version where there's competition and there's all this fighting and there's all this conflict and there's wounds and there's questions around loyalty. So all you need to do, Pisces, is not pay your awareness, because everything is awareness. So as you step into a new state, a new identity, everything shifts and all the undesirable parts go away and everything moves and materializes perfectly. And you can have it like ASAP, like now, okay? So no divine timing. Four of Wands is in the reverse. Yeah, King of Pentacles also just could be this issue of like conflict and tension, not really committing to the situation because work, career, and stability is a factor. They're not feeling good enough and not feeling very ready to go for it. It's a risk. Okay, so all circumstantial as well. You can affirm for a person to be thriving. You can affirm that money's not an issue at all and that you're both very stable and that career, you know, you're in the most loving, fulfilling relationship. You can affirm for any of that, guys. Every single possibility and variation exists. So the part of you that feels joy, I mean, Hierophant card, this is about tradition, values, commitment. Maybe there's been differences to date and clashing around that. Three of Cups, Five of Wands. Maybe there's outside influences in that department. Even that, if you have that issue, guys, and I know I jump around, but I'm giving you all the examples and they're just circumstances and I tell you what comes through. But if you feel like there's stresses and anxieties around house and home and committing because of influences like people won't approve of the relationship because we have differences, cultural, whatever, fucking circumstantial as well, guys. I know everyone approves. We have the best relationship. Everyone loves our relationship. Seriously, guys. If you can even look at other coaches, they're going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you, okay? So somewhere between a fun fling and affair or hot and cold, but passion. I said passion from the beginning. And then stress, anxiety, fickleness, defensiveness, disappointment, rejection. So don't even need to manipulate this version of the person where there's pain and defensiveness. You just need to select the ideal and hold them dominantly as the ideal version, as the God of your reality and the ideal version of Pisces that gets whatever you want. And of course, because you're deserving and you're worthy and you can have it. Okay, you do have it. It exists. Okay, there's a shock. Okay, so this is how this person feels about you now. Not enough. What did I say, guys? Four of Cups, feeling like they're not enough. I pointed that out. You can go back to the beginning of the reading. That was the way that I was reading it, okay? So not enough, lacking confidence, ego and fear, frustrations. Then we have Coffin, new beginnings, liberations, reborn and transition. And then we have tragic endings as well. So possible you've ended with this person, but then they want a rebirth. There's been some kind of a shock end due to not enough. There's something to do again. Like, look, when third-party issues come up, guys, there's always some kind of a theme or a dynamic of not being enough. Okay? Because we've got the runner here. Fear of intimacy. That's that defensiveness, okay? Either there's an assumption, maybe you both think that you're running from one another. So it only takes you, Pisces, to be secure and say, no, you don't need to change anxious, avoidant, any of that kind of stuff. You just literally need to select the version of you that's secure and they're absolutely with you. Just go to the end. It's really so basic. Sorry to keep repeating myself. Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other. I told you that it's mixed. That's like the Sun card. Okay, so this person has been in introspection. If you're going to keep going down and just focus on this dynamic, okay, then yes, they've been doing some work on themselves, because I do have healthy choices. Guys, I said runner, chaser. The chaser's right after that. So there's like this mirror thing, hot, cold, push, pull, but then there's, you know, pain, not feeling good enough, you triggering each other. But then we have paradise, and then they want a new beginning after some tragic ending that obviously has something to do with jealousy issues or defensiveness or whatever. They've been working on self-love and self-care. I said that, self-mastery. And if you want to break this runner-chaser thing and stop going around in loops, 1, check out the guide that I recommended earlier. It's free. And 2, just adopt some of my advice that I've already given you. They're not going anywhere, Pisces. I mean, they still feel like your paradise. They want to work on things with you. And if you want the best possible version, I think I've explained how you get that. Okay, guys, I hope that resonated for some of you. It's not for everyone, so that's okay if it didn't. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I intend that it helps some of you. You can let me know in the comments, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.